Time doesn't vanish all at once. It slips away quietly, while you scroll, while you wait for the right moment, while you plan a future that never comes. Every second that passes isn't just gone, it's used. The question is, did you spend it? Or did you waste it? If someone stole your wallet, you'd chase them, but when hours are stolen from your life, you shrug. You call it relaxing, taking a break, just one more episode. The truth is, the countdown has already begun, and it's a count not waiting for you to feel ready. So let me ask you, what if your life is ending right now, not someday? Because in a sense, it already is. Every breath you take is one less remaining, and that's where we begin. We live as if we'll live forever. We say, I'll start tomorrow, as if tomorrow is promised. We act like time is a renewable resource, like there's always more waiting for us. But as Seneca wrote, it's not that we have a short life, but that we waste much of it. We trade our most precious possession, time, for distraction. We fill our schedules with noise, convinced we're being productive, but deep down, we know it's avoidance. Avoiding effort, avoiding silence, avoiding the terrifying thought that one day there will be no more tomorrows to postpone. The illusion of later is how mediocrity survives, and the Stoics knew it. They saw that every wasted moment was a form of slow death, and that brings us to the thief that lives quietly inside all of us. You guard your possessions, you protect your money, but time, you give it away to anyone who asks for it. Every pointless argument, every endless scroll, every yes when you should have said no. These are thefts, and you are both the victim and the accomplice. Seneca called it the greatest paradox of all. People who are tight-fisted with their money waste their lives as if they'll live twice. If someone tried to steal an hour from your day, you'd protest. But when distraction steals years from your life, you barely notice. Time doesn't scream when it's stolen. It just disappears, quietly, forever. And that's why the Stoics saw time as sacred, because once gone, it can never be bought back. In his essay on the shortness of life, Seneca gave humanity a timeless wake-up call. It's not that life is short, it's that we make it short by wasting it. He watched Romans chase fame, wealth and pleasure, and lose themselves in the process. 2,000 years later, we're still doing the same thing. We chase followers instead of wisdom, comfort instead of growth, distraction instead of meaning. We tell ourselves we're too busy, yet most of our busyness is avoidance dressed as ambition. Seneca's warning wasn't about death. It was about distraction, because a distracted life is already half dead. The Stoics knew that clarity comes when you face time not as an enemy, but as a mirror, and once you see it clearly, you can begin to own it. The Stoics had a simple formula for freedom, not freedom from the world, but freedom within it. It begins with awareness. Notice where your hours actually go, not where you think they go, but where they truly vanish. Track your time like a philosopher, not a worker. Then comes alignment. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing aligned with who I want to become? Time spent without direction isn't living, it's drifting. Marcus Aurelius wrote, stop letting your mind be a slave, to be jerked like a puppet by every impulse. Use your hours on what strengthens your character, not what numbs your mind. Finally, acceptance. The Stoic doesn't mourn lost time. He learns from it. Regret is wasted energy. Awareness is growth. You cannot change yesterday, but you can honor it by living deliberately today. Awareness, alignment, and acceptance. This is how you own your time. Without it, time will own you. We've mistaken motion for meaning. We glorify the grind, the constant hustle, the I'm so busy badge of honor. But as Seneca said, being busy is often the sign of a restless mind avoiding itself. We rush through our days like prisoners running inside an open cell, working harder, scrolling faster, chasing more, yet feeling emptier. Because busyness isn't progress, it's anesthesia. It numbs us from asking the one question that matters, why am I doing any of this? The Stoics didn't want us to be idle, they wanted us to be intentional. To work with presence, to rest with purpose, to live with clarity. And that's how you escape the modern slavery of busyness. Take a breath, feel this moment. Now tell me, What's one thing you'll stop wasting time on? Write it in the comments, not for me, but for yourself. If this message spoke to you, join the journey. Subscribe, not for motivation, but for mastery. Because the Stoics didn't just teach us how to die well, they taught us how to live fully.